Hello everyone and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. It's another week and you know what that means, it's another Grandmaster. This week we have Arms Dealer, and this in my opinion is one of the best ones to farm, and it's a good thing too because the reward for this week is the Adept Plug One. The Adept Plug One is going away next season and it will not be returning. So get out there and get that god roll. Personally, I'm looking for an accelerated coil and reservoir burst combo. As you can see on screen now, it is solar burn. We have solar and void shields. We have barrier unstopped champions, and we brought some special equipment along the way. Personally, I had Galahorn along with Rick. I also used my Ogma for the barrier champions. Josh was using a staccato for the unstoppable champions and the Hezen Vengeance. Two had solar, one had void and solar, and you can see we all had the champion mods. I was running a Shards of the Falling Star, Thunder Crash Titan. Rick was running a Shards of Galanor Hunter, and Josh was running a Laurel Splendor Titan. Right into the builds, you can see my build on screen now. I will be linking these below, so make sure to check those out. You can see I'm Thunder Crash Titan with the Shards of the Falling Star. Rick has a Shards of Galanor Blade Barrage Hunter with both champion mods and the Galahorn. Covering our bases right there. See the Revitalizing Blast mod. Don't forget those. I will be reminding you. And then we have Josh, who I said before, he is running a staccato for the Unstoppable Champions with the Hezen Vengeance. And he's also running Outbreak Perfected with the Laurel Titan helmet. And as a PSA, guys, don't forget. Please don't forget. Let's throw on Revitalizing Blast here. It will help you immensely.
I do too. I don't think I had it unlocked.
Alright, so let's get right into the run. In this first room, you're going to be met by a couple champions. You do have some explodey barrels back there, so make sure to use those to your advantage. You will have a barrier and you will have an unstop. So use this back area for cover the best you can. The unstop will push you, and in most cases, it's good if the unstop does push you. You can stun him and focus him down as a team. You see the barriers there. The unstop is pushing me. He gets a nice little shot on me when I need to back out. Just focus these champions down as a team. Again, if that unstop is pushing, just like you see on screen now, focus him immediately. Make sure the whole team focuses on him and bring him down effectively. I wouldn't suggest burning any heavy here, but if you do need to, it's not a problem. One thing to note for the Hunter, if the Hunter is not going to run Shards of Galanor, it's a good thing to run Aeon Swifts with the appropriate mod to allow for when you finish a champion to drop heavy ammo for the team. We are going to be doing the what I would call the Galahorn Bake method at the end for the boss, so having the Hunter with Aeon Swifts is a huge help in making sure your team has enough of heavy ammo when you get to that boss bake on the elevator. So once you've brought down these champions, you move on to the next area. Alright, so now that we've figured out how to open the door, we're going to go through the door, and I immediately turn to the right, as you're going to see, and take out this Thresher ship. This thing will do some serious damage if you don't focus it down quickly. So as soon as you get into the room, I highly suggest turning to the right, bringing that thing down, and then you can focus on the other adds around and the champions. It's not a bad idea as well. There is a yellow bar green cabal kind of in the middle of the map. Sometimes what I will do is once I take out that Thresher, I will turn to that green guy and fire a Galahorn at him as well. It will not only kill him if you make an impact, but it will also take out a load of adds around him and make this area a little bit easier. So as a warning, as you can see on screen right now, those snipers hurt. Make sure someone is focusing them if you want to move through this area pretty quickly. We're playing extremely conservative here, but don't be afraid to push up on the left and someone take out those snipers. If someone goes down, remember, don't panic, get the res, and move right back into the fight. If you need to fall back, regroup, do so. You can see as soon as I get back up, I'm going for that sniper. I want some revenge. So I'm headed over here to the left to try to get that sniper. I'm looking for him. I see him, and my teammates already got him. So groupings like this are great for GMs, in my opinion, when you see those ads all out in a group like that. things like the Outbreak Perfected or the Wither Horde or even your Galahorn will wreck all of these. I probably should have taken out a Galahorn and dropped one right here, because it would have just ended this whole fight immediately, and I wouldn't have been taking damage consistently like I have been. Something that I can look back on and improve on myself.
Show reinforcements coming.
That last harvester exposed an active fuel cell. Maybe we can use it.
Attaboy.
Why are you running at me? What did I do to you? Grab the orb and be bait again.
Once you have successfully taken out all the ads and that unstoppable champion in this area, it's time to grab the fuel core. When you grab this fuel core, you need to run it off to the right, or the charge, I guess you should say, not the core. But you're going to want to use this area we're in right now to take out this barrier champion. Also, that thresher at the top right, you can kind of see on the screen right now, is dangerous. So also popping a Galahorn at that is very helpful as well in order to remain safe down here. One thing to note, if you do leave the core on the ground for too long, it will despawn. You'll have to go back and get it. It's not the end of the world. You just have to run back and grab it. That's why you see me picking it back up multiple times over and over again. But again, if you want to stay safe here, don't push up too quickly. Be methodical, be strategic, move up through. You got this barrier champion up here as well. So just take your time. Don't worry about pushing through quickly. Once you get some synergy with your team and get to know how everybody plays together and how they like to maneuver this area, you can really get this GM down quickly to a very reasonable farming time. So just take this barrier champion out, go dunk, then you'll see us take out the door spawn, which can be a little crazy, but just, throw a grenade, do your best, and then we're going to take out the champion afterwards, and we're going to be on to the next area.
Yeah, I do have adaptive on it. I put that enhanced adaptive munitions on. All these stasis weapons now.
Okay, once you've cleared that champion, you're going to move on. You're going to come to this little garage way is what I call it, and you're going to want to zoom off to the left on your Sparrow over here, jump up onto these support mechanisms, and kind of head off to the left through the rocks here. One thing to note is that you do not need to take out all the ads and whatnot in this area. You only need to kill the champion. Only focus on the champion, get him down. Spend some heavy here if you have to get him down effectively, and then move on. Just jump on your Sparrow and get out, because there's no need to take on the rest of these ads. It does not help you in any way towards getting platinum or anything like that. Just move on and get right to the tank room as you see us now. Now this tank room can be a little difficult. We like to take this first tank out from the safety of this hallway or whatever you want to call it, and then move up accordingly as we can. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus this tank from this hallway. Now be very careful not to peek that doorway too much, because the tank will fire at you and it's a one-shot kill. As you can see, I almost die there. If I would have taken that to the face, which happens a lot, I would have died immediately. So that 100 resilience on my build really helped me stay alive there. And I shouldn't be peeking that much. But peek, fire your rockets, get the rockets out. Again, you're going to want to get that tank on as quickly as possible. For us here, he's probably there too long.
I'm going to hit that thing with another rocket. I think I hit the ads. Oh!
No sign of Zahn, but that elevator's the only way.
Now that the tank's gone, we can proceed through this area. It kind of took us a little bit to get that tank down, so we need... The rest of the ads are pretty clear now. We do get another spawn come in here, and one thing I want to note here is you'll see us taking down the champions, again, just team fire, but one thing I want to note is that if you want to do this extremely safely, you're going to see us do it in a little bit here. We're going to activate the switches in reverse. We're actually going to activate the switch at the top near the elevator with the second tank on it first, and then activate the switch behind where I'm standing now on screen. Okay, so you're gonna see us do that. We're gonna take out these champions. These two barrier champions at the top can really help you. Again, if you're using Aeon Swifts, if your hunter is, he can go up there and finish these guys very effectively and drop some heavy ammo for your team. So keep that in mind. If your hunter is wearing Aeon Swifts, which is not a bad shout whatsoever, use these last two champs as ammo farms. Make sure the hunter can get the finish on these guys to spawn that ammo. Be careful though of the revitalizing blast stun. Sometimes it will kill them if they get that annoying, stun or shield animation if they're low in health. So just be careful of that. You can see that one almost died. So one thing to know is all.
Yeah, revitalizing blast for this one is the way to go. Alright, so you want to hit this one first.
Okay, so now that those champions are down, you can see I flicked that switch. And then Josh is going over while me and Rick retreat to the doorway again, okay? Now we're going to use our heavies. I don't have a lot of heavy, but they do. So they're going to primarily use their heavy here. Okay. But this is extremely safe, okay? Revitalizing Blast works really well here if you want to do it, I guess, I don't know if I'd call it the normal way, but where you flick the switch at the elevator second and then take them out as they spawn. It works very well to kill all the champions because they're all clustered and the Revitalizing Blast does a lot of damage. But if you don't have that and you're in future seasons, or you, frankly, maybe this is your first GM, or you're with somebody that's doing their GM for the first time or something like that, right? This is extremely safe. You can see we're very far away from the tank. That it's easy for us to project the incoming shots from that tank and move out of the way, and we can really just burn them down with our primary weapons from a distance and be very safe. So if you are new to GMs, I would suggest doing it this way. If you're a seasoned vet and you like to get in there, flip the second switch up by the elevator first and just take those unstoppables out as they come to you, and you'll move through it very quickly. Once you get in this method, once you get that tank down, you then proceed to take out the unstoppables from distance. They really don't push that far down for some reason. I have seen a couple times them work their way down kind of to where I am now, but they, for the most part, will just stay up there, and you can kind of just take them out from a distance. You can see this one on screen now is kind of thinking about, so to speak, making his way down the ramp, but he retreats back up. You can see him there. I get a little caught on my jump there, but like you can see him running back up there. He just doesn't come down, and it's great. You can take these guys out from distance, and you really are never in any sort of danger. So again, safe method, use this one.
No drops.
Once you have those unstoppable champions down, you can move on into this like loading bay room. You're going to see the boss up there. When you start, just kind of give him some shots, get him to move back, and then you can move through the room. I do suggest someone take up the higher right position on that ledge up here, but you're going to want to take out these turrets first, and then you're going to have an unstoppable champion push you. You can see him right there. Make sure you team fire to get this guy down quickly, because he can do some havoc. He just keeps coming, doesn't stop. As you can see, I'm already in danger. My teammates are in danger. Get him down quickly. Don't be afraid to spend some heavy here to bring him down if you need to. Again, if your hunter has the Aeon Swifts, you can use those on that unstoppable to spawn some heavy, as well as the coming barrier champions. As we move through this room, the Aeon Swifts will do a lot of work in making sure that you are prepared for the boss bake as we move up the elevator. So you're going to see on screen, we're going to methodically work our way through this room, being very strategic, team firing, and focusing champions together as a team. And then we're going to be able to preload the boss, and I'll talk you through that when we get there.
Yeah. Wow.
One thing to note here is that you can see that we're spread out. This is necessarily not a bad thing. We're very safe back here behind this, barrier or walkway or whatever. And if we spread out, the ads and the champions focus different individuals. Okay, if we're all grouped up on the top right up there or something like that, it's very easy for one of those barrier champions to pick us off very quickly with his machine gun. If we're spread out a little bit, it redirects these champions' focus and makes them focus different guardians at different times. So just keep that in mind. Don't bunch up. Okay, because it can be very dangerous and very problematic very quickly, and then when you're trying to go get that res, someone else can't take the aggro. Okay, so spread out a little bit. You're very safe back here. Once you've cleared out these final few, even when the two people are taking out that final ad there, the hunter or anybody that feels comfortable really should be making their way up the chain to what we call preloading the boss. Okay, we're going to preload the boss into the map so that we can take out the boss as we move up the elevator, and not once we get to the top with all the turrets and stuff like that. So I'm not really looking at it on screen. I'm sorry, but Josh is making his way up that chain you can see in the middle, and you can jump on that. You can see him up there at the top now. Once he gets to the top, you can interact with this lever, flip the switch. That's going to spawn some Cabal in on their little drop pods. The person that went up can come back down or stay up, whichever they prefer. But you're going to want to take out these ads quickly, and as soon as those ads go down, the elevator is going to start to move up. Once that elevator starts to move, it's time for your rocket launchers. Get your rocket launchers out, and you're going to be able to see that boss at the top. You can see he's aiming at me right now. Just give him every single piece of heavy ammo you have until you get to the top. If he does aim at you, it will one-shot you, okay? So don't let it hit you. That's the best advice I can give you. Do not let him hit you with that sniper rifle. He will kill you. Now you can see we're at the top, and he's not quite dead yet. That's where the Thunder Crash comes in. We bring him down quickly. A Blade Barrage Hunter will do the same effectively. But that's going to do it, guys. Hope this helps. If it does, please drop a like and subscribe. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.